Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little sewing video for you. I'm gonna make my first patchwork dress. If you remember in my previous sewing video, I shared with you that I wanted to work on a dress inspired by this style over here. And for this, I picked up the Skyline pattern by none other than Sydney Graham, of course. She's my favorite. So I'm very excited to get started on this one today. I printed the pattern, put it together, cut it, all the pattern pieces. I made a few modifications. On the top, I chose a size 4. I made a mock-up just to see what the fit would look like and decided to go for a size 4. I'm gonna put my measurements on here so you can just have a frame of reference. And for the skirt patterns, I also made some modification. I knew I wanted the dress portion to be slightly more voluminous, so I just widened both skirt tier and also shortened the bottom part. I'm small, so I wanted it to be slightly shorter. So those are the modifications I made on the pattern, and I already cut all of the fabric for the skirt pieces. I haven't cut anything for the bodice part because I want to figure out how I'm gonna arrange the different fabrics and prints on the skirt part before I commit to something for the top part of the dress. So enough rambling, I'm gonna show you the fabric that I got and we're gonna start figuring out where everything goes. So it's gonna be fun. Okay, so this is where we are now. I like the way this looks. I think the blues are evenly distributed. So this will be front of the skirt, back of the skirt. So top tier skirt, bottom tier skirt front, top tier skirt back, bottom tier skirt back. For the front bodice, I think I would like for this one to be the main fabric. I really like how Sydney Graham did it in her Patchwork Skyline dress. It wasn't centered. She used most of one fabric for the bodice. I really like that it wasn't just symmetrical, if that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna go for that vibe, and I think I would like this one to be the main. I'm actually very hesitant. I absolutely love that one too. I think the bodice is gonna require a little bit more thinking. I'm gonna have a think, I think. I'm gonna just go on a lunch break and run some errands, and I think I'll make my decision about the bodice later on. That one as the bodice will also be, yeah, I need a break because there's too many good options here and I need a minute to figure it out. Okay friends, I'm back. I took a little lunch break, ran out to run some errands, and I actually ended up at the craft store grabbing some bias tape and some thread. I usually make my bias tape myself, but for this one I just wanted something different. I just wanted a plain fabric that would pop. So I grabbed this beautiful pink one. It's a beautiful hot pink and the matching thread, so it's gonna be lovely to have that little pop of color that kind of unites all of the pieces, all of the different fabrics together. So yeah, very happy about that. I made up my mind about the bodice piece. So these two fabrics are going to be the front bodice, and for the back bodice, I chose these two. So now it's sewing time. Finally, full disclosure, this was actually one of the easier process to cut the fabric, which is my least favorite part. But for some reason, because I'm cutting small chunks of different fabrics, I did not find it as annoying as usual. When you have a huge chunk of fabric that you have to walk around and and figuring out the placement and all of that, I found it really relaxing for patchworking. So that's a good point. But for now, let's get to sewing, attach all of these fabrics together and create my patchwork fabric, and then create the dress. Let's get on with it. It's a couple days later. So this is where we are. I finished all of my pattern pieces. I put together all of the patchwork fabrics for the skirt pieces and the bodice also, and I did a little bit of top stitching on the bodice just to enclose that serged seam so that I wouldn't move around on my body. I didn't do it for the skirt pieces because I don't really care. It's going to be a flowy dress, so it's not going to be bothering me, but on the bust area I just wanted it to be very neat inside. And the top stitching with this pretty bright pink thread is absolutely lovely. So I'm gonna move on to construction now. It's a gloomy, rainy day today, the perfect kind of day to get into the zone and sew my little heart out. So I'm gonna take you along with me, and yeah, let's get started. I'm very excited. Just to show you the top stitching, this isn't the neatest job I could have done, but it's fairly good. That part here just went a little sideways, but apart from that, I'm pretty happy with it, and I don't want to undo that, so it's all good. Little update. The top is mostly done. My top stitching is not fabulous, but it's okay. And the straps are not fabulous either, but they're okay. This is one of the things I struggle the most with is straps and bias. I have a really hard time getting a straight line, and also on my machine that thickness of fabric is a pain in the you-know-what. So yeah, I also have a tiny bit of an issue. If you know why my machine does this every once in a while, I would love some input because it's annoying. It feels like one tiny spot of tension is, I don't know, skipping. I don't know what happens right here. And if you know why that is, please let me know. So anyway, I'm super happy with how it's going. Now I'm gonna do the back of the bodice and continue on. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna get done today. I likely won't be finishing the dress because I'm a little tired and my back hurts a lot for some reason. At the very least, I'm gonna finish the top and might get working on the skirt pieces later on. We'll see. So last night was interesting. I messed up again. Basically, you saw in the previous footage me attaching the pocket bags onto the top tier of the skirt, and I attached them to the wrong side of the fabric and realized that only after searching everything. Here's the thing. I was bragging the other day that my last 2 or 3 project, I did not use my seam ripper not once. And I think the sewing goddess heard me and decided to humble me. So yeah, I spent over an hour last night just unpicking everything and starting fresh. So I actually finished the skirt part. I gathered the bottom part and attached it to the top tier and finished at like 1 a.m., 1 in the morning. But I'm very happy. It's big and fluffy and it's gonna be super squishy. I love it so much. So today the plan is to attach the skirt to the bodice and hem it, and it will be done. I'm so excited. I have just a few hours. I have something to do at 5 p.m. so I should be done with this by 4. Unless something bad happens again, I think I can do it, but I'm gonna be extra careful because I do not want to use my seam ripper not once again for this project. I don't know that I can handle it. So yeah, let's finish this dress because I cannot wait. I I can't wait. I love it so much already. All right, friends, wrap up time. I am thrilled. I am super happy with the fabrics that I picked. I think they go very well together, if I can say so myself. And the little tweaks I did of the pattern to just make it fit exactly my style and what I wanted were perfect. I will not change a thing. I will be remaking a few of this dress and I will not change a thing. It's just a random thing. I love that I can see my cat Yoda's paw, the little tattoo I got of his paw. I love that I can see that with this dress. So anyway, it is from now on my dopamine dress. I look at it and I'm instantly happy and in a good mood. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining. Leave me all your thoughts in the comments. If you have any recommendation, any feedbacks, let me know. And I will see you in my next video for a new sewing project. Bye.